What's up, boys and girls? This is Mr. Long here, going to read a book to you about the Manning family. Archie Manning was a quarterback for the New Orleans Saints in the NFL. Peyton Manning was for the Colts and then ended up with the Broncos. Eli Manning played for the Giants, and then they had another brother named Cooper Manning who did not play in the NFL. He had something called spinal stenosis, but he's still very successful. He's just not a football player. So sports are not everything. However, I do like sports, and I like the Manning family. So we're going to read the book called Family Huddle. All right. Family Huddle by the Mannings. Eli, Peyton, and Archie. First page. They got some like football routes there, button hook, all that good stuff. All right, the Mannings are the most famous family in football. Peyton and Eli Manning are both quarterbacks. They have led their teams to victory in the Super Bowl and won MVP trophies. Their older brother Cooper was an all-state wide receiver in high school and received a football scholarship to the University of Mississippi, Ole Miss. And their father Archie was a star quarterback for the New Orleans Saints. Football has always been a big deal in the Manning family. Here's Family Huddle, written by Peyton, Eli, and Archie Manning. The picture book is based on some of the Manning's family and football memories from the days in Louisiana and Mississippi. And that's a picture of them practicing their form. That's my wife in the other room. She's playing some music for the background. Family Huddle, written by the Mannings. There they are, getting ready to stomp on each other's feet. Ooh. To Gone, Papa, Sis, and Buddy. And that, my friends, is a station wagon from back in the day. That's a station wagon from back in the day. It used to be that's how station wagons worked. Everybody had one of those bad boys. I'm going to take this cover off. Put it on later. Archie was in the front yard in New Orleans playing with his three sons, Cooper, Peyton, and Eli. It was Peyton's turn to their favorite game. Amazing catches for their favorite game. Amazing catches. Go deep, called Archie. It was the boys' favorite play. And there's the dog. I don't know about that dog. That dog might trip this kid. I don't know. They're growing some flowers over here. But don't lick your fingers, by the way. It's not a good idea. The coronavirus going around. All right. Peyton ran full speed across the lawn. His dad threw the ball high and far. Peyton dived and caught the ball on his fingertips. He rolled to a stop in the grass as his brothers cheered. The neighbor's dog licked his face. I knew there was something going on with that dog. That wasn't their dog. Olivia, their mom, was laughing on the front porch. Nice catch, Peyton. You boys come in and wash up before we go. This weekend is going to be filled with family and football. And there's the mom. It's a little sassy thing. Got her hand on her hip. I don't know. All right. That must be a Southern Belle thing. All right, boys. Let's wrap it up. Come on. Just one more play, shouted Eli. I'll be the quarterback. Fade route. And this must be Eli. This must be Cooper. And this must be Peyton. That looks like Peyton because that big forehead. I don't know. And that's Archie. That's the dad. Once the car was packed, the boys stood together by the driveway. The football was hidden under Peyton's arm. As their mom and dad headed toward the car, Peyton handed the ball to Eli. Peyton and Cooper ran toward their parents, distracting them. Eli ran the ball into the back seat of the car. It was a perfect quarterback sneak. And there's Archie, and there's Mom again, and there's that station wagon. Kind of wish they still made station wagons. I like station wagon. But they make station wagons, but not like they used to make station wagons. That's what I mean. All right. There they are sitting in the back. Used to be you could sit backwards and face out and look at the back. It was a long drive to Drew, Mississippi, where Archie's mom lived. The boys liked playing sports trivia games to pass the time. This one was called the numbers game. 34, said Cooper, sitting in the back seat with his brothers. They left their bike out. Uh-oh. Peyton thought about it and came up with a football player who wore jersey number 34. Walter Payton, he said. Next, it was Peyton's turn. 8. Oh, I thought I know one. Before Cooper could answer, Eli called out my age and Dad's number. I was thinking Cal Ripken, because Cal Ripken wore number 8 too. Cooper and Eli laughed out loud. They played the numbers game over and over again until their parents snapped. That's not in the book, but it should be. Archie stopped a block. There we go. Make sure we got. Archie stopped a block from his mom's small brick house and let the boys run the rest of the way. Grandma Sis, they called. Their grandma heard them coming. She put down her knitting needles and picked up a plate of freshly baked chocolate chip cookies. She stepped outside and could see them zigzagging as they threw the football to each other. Okay, let's be serious here. There's no way she's a grandmother, all right? She's like, 25 years old, but we're not going to make a big deal about that. And that cat is huge. But anyways, maybe I don't know what's going on here, but come on. Let's put a little age on the lady. I'm not going to go. Oh, you know what? I'm going to leave that part alone. All right. After lunch, everyone went outside for a group photograph. Olivia hugged the boys and said, as long as you look out for each other, you will always be on a winning team. The boys giggled, and then Eli hollered to Cooper and Peyton, button hook! Then he came off across the yard. Peyton smiled as Cooper snapped the ball back to him. He knew this play. Get open, Eli, he shouted. Uh-oh. Splashing in the mud, looked like. It looked like Eli would run clear into the next lawn. Suddenly, he planted his foot and turned in towards his brothers. Hit me, Pate, he said. Peyton fired the pass. It was a perfect pass and a perfect catch, but Eli's foot landed in a puddle. Cooper and Peyton cracked up as Eli did a muddy dance. Excuse me. Gotta have a little sip from my Harry Potter cup. Harry Potter's another book. I could read that. It's gonna take a while though. Remember, don't lick your fingers. Not a good idea. Later that afternoon, they joined a football game near the town's fire station. Well, they are going to crush everyone, all the Mannings, for God's sakes. It was Peyton's turn at quarterback. Peyton handed the ball off to a teammate for a runaround, but the play did not work. The team lost yards. Peyton looked over at the old fire truck and remembered his mother's words. Then he looked at Cooper and Eli. Eli, this one is for you, Peyton said. Ring the alarm. Ring-a-ding-ding-ding-ding-ding. He just said ring the alarm. I said the ring-a-ding-ding-ding-ding part. Oh, it's a good play. They ran the hook and ladder play. Cooper was the best receiver, so he got the tricky part. Once the ball was snapped, he ran down the side of the field. Peyton hit him with a short pass. Cooper saw the defense coming his way. No one noticed little Eli running up behind him. Just as Cooper was being tackled, he flipped the ball back to Eli. Go, E! He shouted. Eli caught the ball and ran for the touchdown. They should have really broke the teams up. I don't think all the Mannings should have been on the same team, but whatever. It's just how it goes. Early the next morning, Grandma's sis made silver dollar pancakes with blueberry syrup for breakfast. After the boys helped with the dishes and said their goodbyes, they piled back into the car to visit their other grandparents in Philadelphia, Mississippi. The boys slept most of the way there. As the car pulled into the driveway, Archie honked the horn. Their grandparents were standing on the big front porch waiting for them. All right, now these two got a little age on them. This is a more accurate depiction of what, grandparents look like, in my opinion. I don't know what's going on with Grandma's sis back there. Gan Gan, they shouted to their grandmother. Papa, they called to their grandfather. That must be a Southern thing. You know what I called my grandmother? Grandma. But I don't know. Everybody's got a little different names for everything. Every family's a little different. Some families are weird and call their parents Gan Gan, but I'm not judging. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to enjoy a book about the Mannings. So look, when they have a lot of words, this better be a good picture, because that's what I was looking at when I was, listening. Soon the boys were in the front yard. Eli was already on the bike. Eli was already on the bike he liked to ride around town. His brothers were getting ready to follow him when the postman came by with the mail. Eli pointed to the postman and hollered to them, "Are you thinking what I'm thinking?" Cooper and Peyton didn't need to say a word. They'd come up with their own hand signals for some football plays. This was one of them, the post pattern. Peyton pressed his fingers together and made a slashing motion with his hand. He motioned at an angle toward the far side of the yard. Cooper took off, using all his speed. He ran straight at first. Just as Peyton released a rainbow pass, Cooper cut in at an angle toward the center of the field. He stretched out his hands and caught the ball. Eli watched everything from his bike. He laughed when he heard Cooper call out, "The postman always delivers." When they returned to their grandparents' house, their mom was waiting on the porch. "Hurry and get ready. We have a long drive ahead of us." They said goodbye to Gan Gan and Papa. "We'll be back soon," they said, waving their hands. Eli, Peyton, and Cooper piled into the back seat. They're going to be tuckered out. 13, said Eli. "That's easy." "Dan Marino," said Peyton. The numbers game started again. It was just getting dark when they got home. Their dad got out of the driver's seat. "I've got an idea," he said. "Why don't we finish that game?" "Not too long," said Mom. "It's almost supper time." No wonder they're in the NFL. Good God, it's a long day. I would say, it's time for bed. Let's put some Seinfeld on, okay, or The Office. I don't know. And there they are. That's a good little picture. I like that picture. Okay. The boys looked over. Somehow their dad had gotten his hands on the football. "Family huddle," Archie called. Eli, Peyton, and Cooper ran over to him and linked arms together and listened to the play. "Break on one," their dad said, and they did. The brothers smiled and sprinted across the yard. Their mom was right. They were on a winning team. And then there's the picture that was in the front, like quarterback sneak, button hook, fade route, post pattern, go deep, and the old hook and ladder. And this was called Family Huddle. So, I like that book because I have 3 sons, and it's a matter of sticking together and just having fun. And apparently marrying a wife that remains young looking until she's 80, like in the grandparents, Gan Gan and Grandma Sis. Anyways, I'll be reading some books unless I'm told to never do this again, okay, because of my commentary. But this is how I would read to my kids, so I'm reading the same way. And included is the bedhead, okay? I would always have terrible looking hair, but actually that's kind of how I am at school also. So anyways, but the bottom line is I miss you guys. I wish I could see you guys. Unfortunately, we're stuck at home. And I know very soon we'll be back at school, and we'll be hanging out, listening to some music, doing some that Pitbull song that Danny likes so much. Anybody just getting jiggy with it. All right, for now, that's all from Mr. Long. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you guys very, very soon. Bye-bye.